Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Ken, and today I'm going to show you an absolutely fantastic, very easy recipe for a homemade, scratch-made barbecue sauce. But the kick to this thing is that it's going to be low carb, no sugar, and all flavor, total flavor. And for this, basically, I'm going to use the help of my trusty food processor. It is the most amazing thing in my kitchen. It helps out a lot. You're just putting together a bunch of simple ingredients, cooking them down, and you're ready to go. And that's all there is to this. So to start us off, I'm just going to use my food processor and just chop up an onion, or actually just quarter it up so it kind of goes down easier in the food processor. That's the last one there. Just going to throw these here. The next part of this is the heat factor. This is totally optional. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. Now, I like a little bit of heat, so in this case, what I'm going to do is very simply, I'm just going to clean out the inside veins of the jalapeno along with the seeds, and I'm just going to basically put in the outer skin. So I'm still going to get a bit of heat, all the jalapeno flavor, but not that intense burning. Also, next thing to go in is about 4 cloves of garlic. This is garlic heavy, so if you want to add more, that is totally cool. Up to you, or less, that's fine. Along with this, I'm going to add about 2 or 3 tablespoons of capers. Capers in this are going to add a nice salty brininess to this. And I'm actually not going to add any salt to this at all. We don't want to go overkill. A little bit of low sodium soy sauce. I'm going to do about a 1/4 cup of the low sodium soy sauce. It gives it a nice kind of round flavor to this. I'm using also a little bit of Dijon mustard. And for this, I'm going to be using about 1/3 cup of Dijon mustard. Excuse the noise. It's not like we're in grade 8 anymore. About 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar will go in as well. It'll give us that nice tang that we want for this. It's amazing. One of the secrets of this recipe is ketchup. But in this recipe, I am using a low sugar or no sugar added ketchup. Now this is the kicker for this recipe. For this I'm using stevia, call it whatever you like, but it is the substitute for sugar. I like my food to be delicious, although I'm trying to kind of watch what I eat. I don't want it to taste like basically my dog dug it up from the yard. I want it to have flavor. And I found that stevia is the closest thing to sugar without actually being sugar and without actually giving a aftertaste or changing the flavor profile of what you're cooking. So for this, I'm doing about 1/2 cup of the stevia, which will go in. And lastly, I'm going to do about 1/2 cup of water. Very simple, just 1/2 cup of water to dilute everything down. And just zip this up. That's all there is to it. Now that we finished blending up our ingredients for this, I'm preheating my pan here to like a medium-high heat. And what I'm going to do is add just a little bit of olive oil, about a tablespoon or so will go in. And I'm just going to pour this into my pan. Now the trick to this is you're going to simmer this off for about 25-35 minutes maybe, just down to the point where it's about half in terms of volume, and it's going to be the general consistency of ketchup. And that's all there is to this recipe. Okay, so it's been about half an hour. The smell in here is like, oh, it's like amazing, absolutely amazing. The next part of this is the meat that I'm going to use this gorgeous barbecue sauce with. And in this case, I am using a beautiful pork side ribs, and they're just talking dirty to me. Like, that's amazing. This is going to be perfect because you're going to have the fat of the pork ribs rendering into this barbecue sauce and going where? Into my slow cooker. That's right, friends. My slow cooker now is going to be doing the dance of joy with these ribs. So very simply, what I'm going to do is just throw this on there and pour a little bit of this sauce on the bottom. Not much, just enough to coat it, so that way when our ribs go in, they won't be sticking to the bottom. And this is one of my my favorite parts here. It's actually very, very flavorful. Not a very popular piece, but I absolutely love it. And all you're going to do is take your ribs, you're going to cut them down into the portion sizes that you want and place them kind of flat down. And now let the magic happen. Let the sauce just do its work and put all of this goodness in there. And that's all there is to this. Literally, that's all there is to this. And by the way, I'm using my white acrylic cutting board. You don't want to take any chances with bacteria or anything like that. Not a fun thing to do. So, my friends, that's it for this episode on making your own homemade low carb, no sugar barbecue sauce. Now, I will tell you that this sauce goes amazing with pork, beef, chicken, or other poultries. You can do it. I would refrain from fish. I've never tried it. You're welcome to if you like to, but I don't know. But for pork, beef, and poultry, it is amazing. So that's it, my friends. I thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, share this video. Let's spread the word that, you know what, if you want to watch what you eat, you don't have to eat cardboard or something that has no flavor. Watching your weight has to also be delicious, and this is what this video is all about. So until next time, again, I'm Ken. I thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.